Hey.
Hey, Sean.
Okay. It's me and Breed again. No warm-up. Let's get it. Play. Walk into my room, give a fuck about what you do, but you step right.
Long ago, during the era of the worst generation, a pirate named Monkey D. Luffy became king of the pirates by finding the One Piece, a treasure that was left behind by the former king of the pirates, Gold D. Roger. Him and his crew went on many adventures, but eventually their time came to an end, and now we are in a new generation called Gen Z. When Luffy died, he left a treasure behind called the Blox fruit. Later today, a new pirate crew is about to form. So let me tell you a short story about a boy named Law, and we can see where all this goes. Law is a young boy who grew up in the eastern parts of the sea. Law is the great-great-grandson of Trafalgar D. Law from many years ago during Luffy's era. Now young Law here is in search of a similar power that his great-great-grandfather had, which is the control fruit, and it is highly secured in a marine laboratory, saved and being experimented on for some strange purposes. He later arrives in the Grand Line where the fruit is being kept, but he has no idea where the island is. But meanwhile, he has stepped into enemy's territory and has been attacked by a man with strange abilities. Just there, he stops that enemy with one attack, but confused Law quickly runs and looks for a safe place to hide, so he can continue his search for the island. As the man that attacked him gets back up and searches for Law, Law finds a bush where he stayed for some time, till it was clear to go back out. As he runs around looking lost, he stumbles upon a cafe and feels maybe he can get some directions or answers about what he wants. Now he goes around asking workers if they have heard about a mysterious private island that is protected by the Marines, but they all gave him the same answer as a riddle, saying it's hot and cold at the same time, but far from where the grass grows bright green and vines as big as trees grow. But a young hockey master steps up begging for a kitsune fruit, which is a mythical type of Blox fruit that many believe is a myth told to kids just to get them to sleep. But this young boy tells Law to follow him, "'cause I know what you looking for." Law, very shocked, goes on and follows the strange kid. They arrive at the bridge, and Law sees the big vines the barmen spoke of. The kid tells Law, "You look just like him." Law, confused, asks, "What are you talking about, kid?" And he tries to slice this boy up with his katana. He misses that attack out of fear. Law starts running, remembering all about his great-great-grandfather. Now Law looks behind just to see the boy shouting, "Hey, wait, I'm not your enemy. Please come back." But Law goes on and climbs onto one of the leaves on the vine and waits till the boy is gone. Hours later, and it is now dawn. Law gets down the leaf, and to his astonishment, he sees the island he has been looking for all along, but it's on the other side of the sea. So how does he get there? Not to worry, Law goes down to shore and jumps in the ocean and starts swimming across to the island. What an idiot Law is, hey? So he jumps in, swimming with his shark form that he was cursed with from when he was a baby. Law grew up with a strange family. His mother, he never knew. And his dad, he never knew. But he was raised by an ugly-ass fishman lady and a former CP0 agent. So Bro has got a few cool moves up his sleeves, but still has the same mindset as Trafalgar. D-Law, his great-great-grandfather, who he looks up to as a role model. Law arrives at the island and immediately sees a worker there and says, "Hey, what happened here?" But the worker straight up attacks Law, so they battle and both damaging each other. But Law hits his grandfather's signature move, injection shot, and then cuts up the worker. And of course, Law wins that fight. And now he quickly runs into the lab, but just to see that the door is locked, but lucky for him. He knows how to hack the systems. And now he goes in, and now looks for the control panel to open the door. Now he finally sees it, and heads towards it, and starts doing what he does best, stealing stuff, just like his soon-to-be friend Blackbeard. Interesting youngster, isn't he? Now Law cracks the code, and he is now finally about to get his hands on the control fruit. See you in the next phase.